From 18th century Italian adventurers to Gallifreyans galloping through time, from demons living on Earth to depressed detectives, David Tennant has played them all in his brilliant TV career. And so it's time for us to look at some of David Tennant's best ever TV performances. Are you ready? Let us begin. Actually, just one thing before we begin, if you could, it would be great if you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Click the bell button and then you'll get all the latest updates from us before anyone else. And that's a great thing, right? Anyway, now we really are going to begin. Written by Russell T Davies, the genius behind the reboot of Doctor Who, this Casanova adaptation saw Peter O'Toole play Casanova as an older man, but then David Tennant as a young Casanova in this three-part series. David Tennant deserves much praise for the way he brings alive this razor-sharp script with adventure and wit at every turn. A real tour de force. If travelling around the world in 80 days with David Tennant sounds like fun to you, you might be a bit disappointed because he isn't playing himself in this series and it's not in real time. However, you get the general idea. As Phileas Fogg, he is magnificent. And it can be no surprise that, of course, David Tennant excels in the lead role in this latest adaptation of Jules Verne's literary classic. As can so often be the way in dark dramas like Deadwater Fell, there is more than first meets the eye in this mystery when Thomas is saved from a fire, but sadly his partner and her children are killed. Tennant truly shines in his performance as a dark and mysterious character in a show that is filled with twists and turns. In The Escape Artist, David Tennant plays a barrister, not an escapologist as you might think from the title. In fact, he is a lawyer who is great at getting people out of tight legal corners. But just as he's on the verge of becoming a high-profile QC, he takes on a case which will change both his career and his entire life forever. This is a thriller you don't want to miss. A change of pace now as we move on to Marvel's Jessica Jones, where David Tennant plays Kilgrave, a character who can control people's minds. Now, whether or not you're a usual Marvel fan, this is a superhero psychological thriller that is worth checking out, and David Tennant's performance opposite Kristen Ritter is something that you need to see. While many projects in the TV and entertainment industry stopped during the pandemic, Staged was a product of it. Charting rehearsals between a fictionalised version of David Tennant and a fictionalised version of Michael Sheen, this is not only a comedy that will make you laugh, but a piece of television that will make you thankful that innovation continues to exist in a world where you thought everything had been done. David Tennant quite rightly won the International Emmy Award for Best Actor at the 2021 Awards for his performance as Dennis Nielsen in Des. This is a truly spectacular performance from David Tennant in a show that charts the 1983 arrest and subsequent police investigation into Scottish serial killer Dennis Nielsen. We see David Tennant opposite Michael Sheen again in Good Omens, Neil Gaiman's adaptation of his and Terry Pratchett's novel of the same name. Once again, we see the depth and versatility of David Tennant's acting abilities as this time he takes on the role of Crowley, a demon who has lived on Earth since the beginning of time and really enjoys the music of Queen. Reunited with Russell T Davies as the 10th, he is regarded by many as the greatest Doctor of the rebooted era of Doctor Who. Bringing a unique wit, warmth and depth to the role, David Tennant will always be remembered as the Doctor. And with some of the fans' all-time favourite episodes amongst his back catalogue, including Forest of the Dead, Doomsday and Blink, who could blame people for always having David Tennant at the very top of the Doctor Who tree? Broadchurch was a huge phenomenon when it exploded onto the TV scene in 2013. It was a whodunit that really had everyone guessing, and at the heart of it was D.I. Alex Hardy, played by one David Tennant. Troubled by his past whilst looking for the murderer of an 11-year-old boy, Danny Latimer, Broadchurch is a story that brings together all the elements you need to grip the nation. It also includes a huge amount of Doctor Who connections, which will please most fans of Tennant, including the fact that Danny Latimer's mother is played by Jodie Whittaker, who went on to become the Doctor. The show was showrun by Chris Chibnall, who went on to run Doctor Who. And there are plenty of other Doctor Who Who connections, of course, from people like Eve Miles and Arthur Darvill and Olivia Colman and Sarah Parish, and I literally have just named a few. There are lots of connections in this show which will please fans of crime drama, fans of Doctor Who, and ultimately fans of David Tennant, and that's why this is a show that you really must see. And that's it. That's all the time we've got for David Tennant TV shows today. Now, of course, David has been in others and he's made some other great shows. So we'll maybe make another list a different time. Why not leave in the comments below what is the show that you really love David Tennant in? Of course, if you like the video, please like the video and subscribe to the Screen OD channel. We'll be back with more videos very soon. But until then, see you later.